Welcome back to part 6 of Forza Horizon 5. Now, part 5 was us going through another section of the career mode, but today we're going to do a special little episode. I have been grinding off screen, as I said in part 5, and I have done quite a bit off screen. One of the things that I did was I custom built a Ford Mustang from scratch. I upgraded all the parts, upgraded everything, and it's going to be a short episode. We're just going to drive it around and do a couple of races, and I was thinking about doing an episode of the build. However, it is really, can't think of the word for it, but it is really in-depth, and it took me over an hour, to be exact, about an hour and a half, in between an hour and a half and 2 hours to build this car. So if that's something that you're into, I can do an episode of that, but it is just kind of boring to just sit there and watch me build a car. But if that's something that you guys want to see, comment down in the comments, and I might do an episode of that, maybe a quick build of something. So we're just going to drive around. I have the map filtered for road events. I wanted to do street races, but the street racing career part is not done yet, and as I explained in the last episode, it was one big cluster mess. I did find a way to go back and actually redo that event, so I will be doing that after the road racing career. But let's hop right into it here. So without further ado, this is the custom built Ford GT Mustang that I did.
Turn around when it's safe to do so.
This is it right here. I custom built this thing. It took me, like I said, between an hour and a half and 2 hours. I'll slow down the turn here. I literally built this thing from scratch. I did the paint, I did the I grinded and got the logo on there, and I made it an S1 category. As you can see at the top of the screen, I bought it in the auto shop. I bought just a regular Mustang, and I literally built this thing from scratch. I did the body kit, I did the engine. It started off as let me go on here and show you real quick. It started off with just a Mustang GT 2018. And it turned into this. So, as you can see, this is the collection of some of my cars. If there is one on here you would like to see built, please let me know. Now, I can't build these. Some of these came with the pre-order packs and stuff like that, but if there's, I did do this one, I custom this one a little bit, but if there's other ones that you see that you want to see custom built, maybe I can do an episode, but like I said, it takes quite a while. So maybe that will be a special episode where I will actually spend the time and scroll all the way through my cars but this is what we have right now. I made it in S1 900. It does go higher than that. But anyway, let's get right into it. And go race this thing, see if we can get a few wins with it. Like I said, this will be a quick episode. I'm gonna only race a few races and go from there. Looks like we were able to kind of get that win. I think I do need to work on the specific racing tunes because this thing is pretty much a drifter. I think I made it for I made a drift tune. Coming around the corners, it is sliding all over the place. But let's try to do another race here. Let's do this one.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I'm also gonna
turn right.
I'm also gonna try to like maybe whoa. I'm also gonna try to maybe do a drag race in this thing to see how it does in a drag race, or
turn right.
I would like to do a street race in this thing, but I don't have any street races unlocked right now. So
in 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
but I do like this build. I do like the car itself. My favorite car is the Subaru STI and the WRX, but I've always been a fan of the Ford Mustang as well, specifically the Shelbys.
You have arrived at your destination.
Man, we're out here doing road races in the rain with Dodge Vipers and Dodge Chargers and whatever a Caddy CTS-V is. And that's what this game is all about. You face cars of all manufacturers. The one race I did, it depends on, like, all of these are actual human players, and they download their cars and you actually race them in races. The one race I did earlier off screen, I was in a Lamborghini, and I was facing an actual buggy that somebody had tuned up and made an S1 category, which is crazy. Alright, we're gonna see if we can do a different event here. Let's see, let's take this off of road races and let's try to test this car in a drag race. Even though we've already done this, we're gonna test this car out anyway, because I really don't want to drive all the way down here. That is too far, so this is close, so we're gonna test this out.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn left. Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
So this is an open world racing game, so it's basically online, and so you're kind of facing online players. And a little bit ago we drove past that guy that had traffic held up. Not quite sure what he was exactly doing. You usually don't get bothered too much, because when you drive past somebody, their cars turn into ghost cars. And with this game being new to PlayStation, obviously I've, kind of been grinding off screen, so I'm now level 76, but this game has been out for Xbox for a few years, so when I'm driving around, I do have crossplay turned on, so we're facing PC players and Xbox players, and I'm driving past people that are level 400, which is insane. But this game is kind of easy to level up and stuff.
Arrived at your destination.
Alright, let's try this car out in a drag race. We're going to do a special event. We're not going to go with the Horizon Apex track. We are going to try a community creation here. We're probably going to get smoked because whatever guy, whoever created this route is probably using a Lamborghini or something, so we're probably gonna get smoked, but we'll see what we can get done. Wow, so that was a community creation race where everybody in the race had custom built cars, and this wasn't against AI drivatars. This was a custom created route with actual human cars. I can't believe that we just won that. Our acceleration is slow, so we'll have to take a look at that and maybe go into settings and specifically tune it. But that was crazy. I can't believe that we pulled that out. So some of the cars was a Nissan 350Z high car, a Ford Escort, 1973. But this is kind of stuff that you run across in this game. All types of cars. Looks like the Nissan R390 got second place. Lexus, they even had a Buick GSX in that. I'm more shocked at the Ford Escort, though. Obviously, the Ford Escort did not do so well, along with the DeBerti Shop Rod. I think they have to go back and tune their cars. But yeah, that was a community creation with human custom built cars. Like I said, I can't believe we won that, but we did. Yeah, I like that blueprint route, so we're gonna go ahead and like that. Why not?
When it is safe to do so.
You know, we're gonna go ahead and actually do this route. It's 5.5 miles away, but we're gonna go ahead and try it. It is a new event, so bear with me, and I'm gonna try to get there as fast as possible.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right. Recalculating route. In 100 yards, turn left. Yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. In 200 yards, turn sharp left. You have arrived at your destination.
For anybody watching that plays this game, if you do not know how to, instead of going back to your garage, there is a faster way to repair the cosmetic damage. So you hit up on the D-pad, you hit L1, it'll ask OK, and you back out of it, you hit yes, and it will instantly repair your car. Alright, let's get right into this. We're gonna go with the Horizon Apex. We're gonna go with the Horizon event because, and then the second time through we'll pick one of these. And so on some of these, I guess I could probably do Modern Muscle the second time through. But on some of these, you have to actually pick different cars. So on this one, or anything that says anything goes. So these three we might do. On this one, it would be like the last one with Lamborghinis, all kinds of stuff. I'm thinking probably the second time through we'll hit this and see. But let's get right into it. So it looks like we are facing kind of different car. What in the world is this thing? I'm behind it now. What in the world is that thing? Holy crap. Whatever that thing is, it's fast. Damn, we smoked these guys. Let's see, some of the ones that we faced, oh, it was a Dodge Magnum. So we faced a Corvette, an HSV Gen F GTS, don't really know what that is. Somebody actually raced with a CTS V-Wagon, a Caddy ATS who didn't do very well. Dead last with a Ford Dark Horse. Not quite sure what that is, but let's go ahead and run that back and do an online race here, or what they call community creation. We're going to do this Modern Muscle one. I do qualify for this, so let's get right into it. See if we can win the online community creation event. These events are crazy because if it's this one is obviously only muscle cars, which will be kind of nice, but if it's a anything goes, the ridiculous cars that you run into, as you saw earlier in this episode. Okay, as you saw, some of these cars are absolutely ridiculously fast. I would have to tune my car up a bunch to try to get that. We're going to restart and see if we can do better than 6th place. But as you can tell, some of these races can get pretty fast. I can tune my car. I wouldn't even know where to start here. It's because it's a community creation. It's not going to, so I would have to actually do that off screen. I mean, I could go to. Yeah, we're gonna do that off screen. We're gonna try to get better than 6th here.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 100 yards, turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
We're gonna go with this one. This will be the last race to kind of test out this car. Looks like we were able to pick up that win, which I'm actually shocked about because some of those cars were really fast. Some of the cars we faced in this one was a Pagani, obviously for obvious reasons. They got second place. A Chevy sedan. Somebody put a Ford Raptor. I don't know why that car is drag racing, but whatever. 65 Pontiac GTO. The BMW Z408 got dead last, so they're gonna have to, probably try to tune that car better. But yeah, so that I'm gonna go ahead and like that one because that was a little bit easier. But yeah, so this was my custom built Ford Mustang. Took me almost 2 hours, and I customized the rims, the color, body kit, everything. And so that does it for this special episode. Thank you very much for joining. Until the next time, peace out.